The other day at work, we were going over a new policy that had to do with like NG tubes, PEG tubes, OGs, etc. And somebody that was new to psych was like, a psych patient with an NG tube. Can you imagine that? And my head whipped around. I said, hell yeah, I can, because I've taken care of them. In my case, I've dealt with feeding tubes for the most part in catatonia patients with very, very advanced catatonia. To the point, where they were completely immobile and bedbound and required 24/7 skilled nursing care. Luckily, in the case that I saw of this, we did get the patient back to their baseline, which was phenomenal. I did see another case of this that somehow I ended up with the patient, but it unfortunately was an unintentional overdose where the patient had lost brain functioning. They still had some brainstem functioning, which I think is why the patient ended up on the psychiatric unit, because they could still breathe on their own and things like that. But the patient wasn't talking and eating or moving and was very, very malnourished. And this is a whole different subset, but you think about your eating disorder patients, probably more common on the medical floor, that they're coming in and they're getting these tube feeds because they're so malnourished, which I don't know how I feel about that. That's a lot. But yeah, our patients have all kinds of needs. Will a lot of psych units accept them with these kinds of medical needs and medical devices? No, but some of them do. There are med-psych units, and there are units like the one that I worked at that had a pretty high threshold for medical comorbidities, especially in the context of a mental illness like catatonia.